From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that wide, 80. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Sugar.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Here you go. Go ahead, double tight, guys, double tight.
Now the 3rd year back out of Texas, Deontay Foreman. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Foreman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And a Cowboy first down.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Kill.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Now Brady. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get that sugar. My 55. Hey, eat. Shadow.
Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Wait, set. 380. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Brady to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Foreman. And an alley to run. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time ramble there by Foreman. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's Foreman, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Wait, set, wide, 20. Check, 48, the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there, Wait, 28.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete to White. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Sponge, 72.
Brady gives to Michelle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. On 2nd down, Michel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Brady going to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Brady now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go, D. Regular. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch the pass. Watch the safety creep. Watch twist.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. To Michel on the screen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Brady. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Foreman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A first down throw for Prescott, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go. Check 21. Check by 21. Silver. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And again, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Everybody, line in. 51. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll run on first down. Foreman, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Yeah, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
There we go. Watch the run. They're running it.
On first down. Foreman, he's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Bring it. Here we go.
First down, Prescott. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Run for Pollard. And he'll go down here at at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A carry for Foreman. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Wild Bill. Check 99. Check 99. Ball 50.
Brady now to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his 3rd season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And it's Michel once again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people.
Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, it's caught. This is White. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost are...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
All day, every day, any day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Check my 26.
Prescott from the gun. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
It's complete. James White. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady now on first down. He's got White here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Mike's getting fired. Check the Hey, Orbit. 55.
Throwing on first down, it's Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, Brady. And he's going to go down again.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Your track. Now.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So this one will